Hello everyone, it's Sal here. A very warm welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you my October favourites. So these are the fragrances which I have either been wearing the most in October or the fragrances that I've been sort of gravitating towards the most during this last month. So today, I don't know if you can notice, but I've got some like false eyelashes on. I thought I'd try these new like magnetized ones. I don't know if you guys have ever tried those, but this is them here. Like back in the day when I used to go out quite a lot, I would occasionally try and use just the regular false eyelashes with the adhesive, and it never worked for me. Like they would always fall off or they would be like lopsided, so I thought I would give these a try. And to put them on it was much easier and stuff, but like they don't feel that comfortable right now. I'm not quite sure how we'll get on with these. Anyway, so my October favourites. So the first one I want to talk about today is the wonderful Black Opium. This is such a nice fragrance. It's kind of like a staple fragrance that I have in my collection. It's so enjoyable for me to wear. It's a very distinctive, recognisable fragrance, also very popular, but I do think it's popular for a good reason. Like it is really enjoyable for me to wear this fragrance. It lasts a very long time, so it's really nice if I'm wearing this to work, and I work pretty long days, so by the end of the day I can definitely still smell it on myself, which is just fabulous. This one is very sweet. It's kind of got your fruity top notes like your pear, and that balances out with all the sort of white florals that are in here. You've got your orange blossom, and I think there's jasmine, and then there's black coffee in the base notes and vanilla. So predominantly to me, this one is very vanillic. It's very sort of definitely got that coffee vibe to it, which I just adore. I absolutely love coffee smells. I love coffee itself. I love everything about coffee. And the sweetness as well is just absolutely wonderful. I think it comes from like a bunch of different things that are in here because it is very sweet. So I would imagine that the pear gives it some sweetness, the orange blossom, of course, the vanilla, and the coffee as well is a very sweet coffee smell. This one is just wonderful. I think I bought this, I can't remember when I got this, maybe winter last year actually I did, and I really enjoyed wearing it then. It sort of took a back seat over summer just because I don't find it a particularly interesting or nice fragrance to wear during like the really warm days or the warm seasons. But now that we are into autumn, I have been reaching for this one a fair bit, and I look forward to wearing it more over the winter. Next is, oh gosh, what's it called? La Nuititras à la Folie. Gosh, my memory is getting worse and worse these days. So it's this beauty here. You've probably seen me mention it a couple of times in previous videos. I adore it. I love the bottle. It featured in my Gothic Halloween video, actually, because the red of the bottle reminds me of like a vampire. Something kind of cool like that, like something a vampire or like an evil enchantress might own, that kind of thing. So the smell of it is very unusual, and that's what I absolutely love about it. So it's an unusual kind of vanilla sweet scent with some red berries. There's sort of violet in here as well, which kind of adds to that interesting sort of nature to it. It's very kind of cozy, and I think what gives it that cozy feeling is maybe the vanilla with the benzoin in here. I think because this one is just so unique and it's so recognisable, this would make such a nice signature scent. And it's kind of one of these beautiful, amazing, versatile fragrances because it's sweet, warm and cozy, but somehow it manages to be perfect for the daytime or the nighttime. Like seriously, I love wearing this to work. It's probably not what you'd consider like a work scent, but it's one of my favourite ones to reach for work. I think because it's sort of, I guess it kind of, I don't know if it smells professional, I don't know if I'd go that far. I guess it could maybe pass as smelling professional, but it's kind of cozy and comforting, and I think if you're at work, like it can almost be quite nice to have a comforting fragrance on. I don't know, because like on the one hand I would want quite a bright sparkling fragrance to wear to work some days, but then other days I think maybe you would fancy something a bit more cozy. I guess it kind of depends on the mood you're in, really. But anyway, I love wearing this to work. I love wearing this just anywhere. It's actually a nice fragrance that I reach for if I don't know what to wear. So this is one of those fragrances that actually, it's so easy to reach for, and I love it that much that it's actually one that I reach for when I don't know what else to wear. And particularly during the month of October, actually, I've worn this a fair bit to work, as I say, and it gives this warm, cozy, baked goods feeling. It's almost like, it reminds me of a few things. So it reminds me of mulled wine, it reminds me of like Christmas cookies, that kind of thing, Christmas baking. It really is an absolute treat, and I think that is why this will be kind of a favourite, not only in October but kind of right through the winter months and into Christmas, just because it does have that very Christmassy, sweet treat sort of smell to it, which I absolutely adore. And so that's La Nuititras à la Folie. The next fragrance I'm going to talk about is an absolutely amazing one. I absolutely adore this fragrance, and it is Mon Guerlain, the original Eau de Parfum. So I got this fairly recently. I think I bought it last month, and I have been wearing it a lot, like so often. Oh my goodness, where to even start with this one, seriously. I feel like this is just a must-have, like in my opinion, I feel like this is a must-have, even though I already had like the Eau de Toilette version, 100ml bottle of that. I had the Intense version, I think that was kind of it, but I already had two from the Mon Guerlain line, and I really gave this a proper try, and I just knew I had to have it. Like, I knew I had to have it. Not only that, but I got the 100ml bottle as well, even though I have like quite a few other fragrances to get through. I couldn't just settle with the 50ml because I knew that this would be one that I could reach for so often, like no matter what the occasion. Seriously, there is not one scenario where this would not be appropriate. This would literally suit any sort of place that you were going to go to, whether it was dressy or casual, you know, like going to the shops, staying in all day on your own, going out with friends, doing whatever. I feel like you really couldn't go wrong with this one. So it goes without saying that this is an extremely classy fragrance. You'll probably have heard many people describing it in that way, and I would just totally agree. Like, this is so classy, this is so feminine, it's soft, it's like, if you imagine a graceful, elegant woman, she's just very well respected, very sort of looked up to, maybe. That's the sort of woman that I would imagine wearing this fragrance. It just has that air of kind of soft femininity but elegance and sort of like sophistication, that kind of thing. It's absolutely stunning. So it's kind of, to me, I love powdery fragrances, but if you're not quite into powdery fragrances, this one might still be kind of for you, because it's not super powdery, it's just a tiny little bit of powder. But predominantly to me, this one is sort of like your lavender and vanilla with your tonka bean. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Because I tried Libra and Libra Intense, and like they were okay, but they just weren't really for me. I have got Ariana Grande Cloud, which I love. I love that fragrance, and that does have lavender in there. But other than that, there aren't any other fragrances I've tried with lavender in them that I love nearly as much as this. Like, this is by far, in my like humble opinion, I think this is the best lavender fragrance for women there is, to be honest. I absolutely love this one. It's just like the perfect balance of like the lavender with that vanilla. It smells professional, clean, pampered, womanly and beautiful, and I absolutely love it. The next one is a fragrance. I don't know if I've kind of introduced it to you guys yet on this channel. I'm trying to think, I can't remember. I won't talk about it too much because it's going to feature in my next haul video, but it's the Alien Eau de Toilette, just original Alien, but the Eau de Toilette version. Oh my goodness, guys, like this one is so nice. Basically what happened is I tried the original Alien, and although it's really nice fragrance, like I really liked it, it just wasn't quite for me right now. There was something about it that was like very warm. It was like very warm and like loud that I just couldn't quite get on board with at this stage. So I was kind of a bit bummed out by that. I sort of thought, oh, that's a shame, you know, I really wanted to love the Alien fragrance, what can I do like now? And then I just thought, oh, hang on, I'll try the Eau de Toilette, because I enjoyed the Alien fragrance, I just didn't like how potent it actually was for me, and the warmth of it, like something about that just wasn't quite sitting right with me. So anyway, I blind ordered this and it was a complete success. It's like a much more wearable version of the original. So if you've tried the original and you're maybe a bit like me and you kind of think, oh my goodness, it's like too loud, like it's not versatile enough, because maybe you wouldn't feel comfortable wearing that loud a fragrance to many occasions or something like that. Like if it just wasn't for you, but you still quite liked the idea of it, like you enjoyed the jasmine in there, but it was just too overpowering a fragrance, then I would maybe give the Eau de Toilette a go, because it still has that obviously Alien DNA to it, because it's just the same but the Eau de Toilette version, but it is different enough that makes it like much more wearable in my opinion. So if you know what the original Alien smells like, that's a pretty good reference point to this. So in relation to the original Alien, this one is lighter, it's not as dense, it's not as thick, it's not as warm with the amber. So this doesn't have, I'm not sure if it even has any amber in it, but it's definitely toned down if there is some in here. Like it's not got that warmth to it. And it's a bit brighter, it's a bit sparklier because it has more citrus top notes. But other than that, it's the same sort of thing, like it's an Alien fragrance. You can definitely tell it's from the Alien line. I'm trying to think, that I read somewhere, someone wrote something really nice about this particular fragrance. I'm trying to remember where I read it. I'm pretty sure it was from like on Fragrantica, like the reviews that people write. I'm pretty sure somebody was talking about this and they said that they used to live somewhere where they had jasmine flowers like right outside their bedroom window. So they know actually firsthand what that smelled like, having the breeze coming in their window and the smell of those like real fresh jasmine flowers wafting in the room. And I'm pretty sure they actually said that when they smelt this fragrance, it captured that exact kind of situation. Like this captured that smell of like fresh jasmine flowers. So I think they've done jasmine pretty well in these fragrances, both this one and the original Eau de Parfum. So I definitely read that about, I'm pretty sure it was the Eau de Toilette, it might have been about the Eau de Parfum one, but I can't 100% remember. But other than that, I have heard people like say that the jasmine is very well done in both the Eau de Toilette and the Eau de Parfum. So yeah, brilliant fragrances, top notch really. I've been reaching for this one a lot. But yeah, like I say, I'll be talking about this one kind of in greater depth in my upcoming haul video, and that is Alien Eau de Toilette. Now this next one I'm only going to briefly touch on because you guys are probably sick of hearing of it by now, and that is my Athalia fragrance by Parfum de Marly. It's powdery and musky and warm with the amber. It's absolutely stunning and I've been wearing it a lot. It's sort of been one of my favourite ones to reach for, whether I'm going to work, whether I'm staying in, whether I'm going out, just whatever situation. I've been reaching for this one quite a lot. The next one is Kenzo Amore, and I would actually say that this is probably the fragrance that I've been reaching for the most. Like if I'm ever in doubt, I spray this. If I'm wanting something that makes me feel good about myself, pampered, like looked after, comforted, that kind of thing, I spray this. If I go to bed, I spray this very often. If I'm going to work, I spray this. I just spray this all the time, particularly during the month of October. This has been an absolute favourite of mine recently. If you've seen my other video where I talked about the best hypnotic poison dupes, you may have already heard me talk about this one, so you might already know how much I love this. But yeah, I do think that this smells very similar to the Hypnotic Poison Eau de Toilette fragrance. So if you have not smelt this, but you have smelt the Hypnotic Poison Eau de Toilette, and if you like that, then I'm pretty certain you would love this, because this is like very, very similar. I would say, I can't remember what percentage I said in the video, but I think it's about 90% similar to Hypnotic Poison. The only difference being they have like, there's, to me in here there's like a fresh linen sort of smell. This one's a bit cleaner, but other than that I would say they're very, very similar. So if you like that fragrance, I would say you're gonna love this. The funny thing with this one as well is initially because it's quite a delicate fragrance. It's quite a delicate smell, like the smell itself. So I wasn't sure what the longevity would be like. And I kind of thought that it wouldn't last that well, but actually it lasts amazing, because I wore this to work the other week and by the end of the day I could like 100% smell it on myself. Like, it lasted the whole day without a doubt. I do spray quite a lot though, so I don't know, it might vary depending on how much fragrance you tend to spray on yourself, but I go maybe 2 to 3 sprays kind of around here like this, 1 to 2 sprays on each wrist, and then maybe like 1 on my clothes and then on the back of my neck as well. So I spray like quite a lot. But I've started doing that because like I used to only spray maybe like 1, 2, and then I would dab it on my neck, so only 2 sprays, and like nobody could ever smell me, and like I couldn't really smell myself that much either. So I decided sort of over the last few months to like start spraying more, so I can get more scent out of my fragrances throughout the day. But yeah, so that's Kenzo More. I absolutely love this fragrance. It's like 10 out of 10 for me. Very affordable as well. I got this one from All Beauty, I think, and they sell it sort of discounted, so it's really good value. This is like a 100ml bottle and like I got it for pretty cheap. How much was it again? £45, something like that. But yeah, it's wonderful. So that is Kenzo More. And the last fragrance of my October favourites is this beauty here. This one is Kenzo Flower Elixir. Now, I don't know about you, but I am absolutely being blown away by the Kenzo fragrances so far. I've only tried this one and Kenzo More, but I really want to try more because I'm absolutely amazed by the quality of these fragrances and just how beautiful they smell. But this one is no exception to that at all. In fact, I would say this is just as good, if not better, than Kenzo More. This one is absolutely stunning. It's kind of a deep, rich, syrupy, powdery, elixir kind of fragrance. I mean, the name is very suiting. It definitely smells like something where the concentrated version has been extracted out of a regular perfume and they've made it into this like nectar almost. It's absolutely amazing. But again, this actually is featuring in my next haul video, so I'll talk about it in a bit more depth there. But yeah, I've absolutely been loving this one. I wear it to bed quite a lot, but I've been wearing it to work as well, and it just makes me feel very glamorous, which I really enjoy. So that is Kenzo Flower Elixir. So there we have it, my October favourites. Let me know if you guys have tried any of these, and if you have tried them, are you just as obsessed as I am with them? Let me know, I'd love to hear. And as always, thank you guys so much for your continued support. Like, every day I'm amazed by how supportive you guys are. Yeah, I get a little bit emotional actually sometimes reading the comments because they're always so thoughtful. Like, you guys are just so nice. And like, I really do appreciate every single one of you, so thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you guys again in my next video. Take care, guys. Bye.